Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to another show on the Urban Compass with Linwood Jackson. This show is going to be all about music. You know what? We're celebrating African American History Month. We do have some phenomenal performers with us today, and we're going to open the show with a good friend of mine, Mr. Harry Old School Jackson. He's going to perform a song, but I want to talk to him for a minute first. We're going to get him in here, and then I'm going to get to my first guest. Harry, Old School. Can we call you Old School?
Yes, you can. That's my nickname.
And how did you get that nickname, Old School?
Well, I guess it's because the way I performed the song Mustang Sally, and it goes back so far, everybody, they recommend me on being Mr. Old School singing this song. So I got the title, and through all the other older songs that I sing, so they call me Old School.
I know that's right. Now, do you play music as well as sing?
You know what, believe it or not, I have a flute at home that I play by ear.
Oh, you do?
I don't read music, but I play enough to enjoy myself with it. But really, I don't play any instruments. I'm a flute man, and give me a tambourine, and I'm happy.
Your voice is your instrument?
Yes, sir.
Do you write?
No, I don't.
All right, man. So what are you going to open the show with today?
I'm going to do a little bit of Mustang Sally. A lot of people seem to like that when I perform. And a lot of times when I do all the senior citizen places, that's their favorite song.
All right, now, if I tune in and join in with you, you won't mind, do you?
I want you to, because when I say ride, Sally, ride, I want the background.
All right, buddy. Take it away.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Now, Mustang Sally, I guess you better slow that Mustang down. Hey, hey. All right now, Mustang Sally now, baby. Pretty baby, don't you know you got to slow that Mustang down. What I said now, you've been running all over town. Wow. Got to put your flat feet right on the ground, girl. Hey, hey, yeah. Now listen, I said all you want to do is ride around, Sally, baby. Oh, yeah, I like my background. I said all you want to do is ride around, Sally, baby. I like it, I like it. I said all you want to do is ride around, Sally, girl. I said all you want to do is ride around, Sally. You've been running all over town. Wow! Got to put your flat feet right on the ground, girl. Hey, hey, yeah. Let me tell you what I did for Sally. I bought her a brand new Mustang, a 1965. You've been running around singing a fine woman. You won't even let me ride. Mustang Sally, girl. Why don't you? No, you got to slow it down. Slow it down now. You've been running all over town. Wow! Got to put your flat feet right on the ground, girl. Hey, hey, yeah. One more time, background. I said all you want to do is ride around, Sally. I said all you want to do is ride around, Sally. I said all you want to do is ride around, Sally, girl. I said all you want to do is ride around, Sally. You've been running all over town. Wow! Got to put your flat feet right on the ground, girl. Hey, hey, yeah. Mustang, slow it down. Hey, hey, yeah. Hey, Mustang, Sally girl. Hey, you got to slow it down. Slow it down. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mustang Sally. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my main man, Harry Old School Jackson. I'm going to call him OG. OG, you've been performing for a long time, man. You got any advice? Stay in the camera now.
Yes,
you was running all over the place there for a minute. You ran out the camera, back in it. You was all over the studio, man. But tell me, man, what advice would you give any up-and-coming artists for longevity?
You have to stay busy. In the flesh, I've been riding a bicycle. I had all the old cars back in the day, from Chevys, Cadillacs, Dukes and Quarters, Oldsmobiles, Plymouths. But years ago, I let them loose. I said one day when I reach this age, I'm 73 now, I feel like I'm 37. But I have to stay busy. So I've been riding a bicycle. I still had the first Swin Continental. And every day there's a good day, I'm on my bike or I'm on the tennis court. And when I'm home, it's hard for me to walk up the steps. I have to jog up the steps. And I tell everyone, you have to stay busy. I'm a retiree from Crozier Hospital, 30 years security, and I've always entertained throughout all the years I've been performing. And I'm a blessed young man for the Lord to have me here to be this energetic at the age of 73. And if I see June 27th, if they allow me, I'll be 74. So I tell all young generation, you have to stay busy. My daughter and her boyfriend right today for Christmas, they bought me a heavy bag, a jump rope, and boxing gloves, because I still do it.
All right, buddy.
I still do it, and I thank the Lord for this.
Man, I didn't know you was boxing, man.
Oh, yes.
You boxing and singing.
Came up boxing, yes.
All right, listen, hey, Old School, man, appreciate the love, man. Thanks for stopping by,
It's a
man,
pleasure.
and sharing your beautiful and inspiring songs with us. I hope everybody out there, contacts you when they want some good entertainment.
Yes.
All right, buddy, thanks for opening up the show for me.
Thank you.
Hey, we're
God
going to
bless
talk to you a little bit later on.
Thank you
Right
very
now, I want to
much.
go to my first guest. She is in the studio. She's a singer-songwriter, excellent performer as well. I want to introduce you guys to Miss Toni Trower, singer-songwriter extraordinaire.
Yes.
How you doing, Toni?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming on. I met you not long ago. You had your CD. You gave me your CD. Here it is right here, and we wanted to bring you on to talk about it. Tell us about this CD.
It's a single. It's called "You Got Me," and I originally collaborated with a talented pianist. His name is Charles Lockett, and to make a demo, and then I took it to JLC Productions, and we put the song together. Mm-hmm. And it's a love song.
It's a love song.
It's a love song.
Okay, and did you write it?
Yes, I wrote the song.
And where'd you get the inspiration from to write this song?
Actually, I got the inspiration from stories. I feel like I'm a storyteller in my music. And so I just a collaboration of stories of things that people say that they want when they're being courted, things that people say that they want that from men, that would make them fall in love with them. And that's basically, it's almost like an instruction manual.
Okay, this singing.
Yeah.
And what's the name of it?
It's called "You Got Me."
You Got Me by Toni Trower.
Yes.
And have you written any other songs?
Yes, I wrote another love song. It's called "Come to Me," and it's essentially about we get busy in our lives, but when you have the time with your loved one, you want to take advantage of that, and that's what that song is about.
So that's two songs. How many songs have you written?
I've written maybe 4 songs.
4 songs?
I have some songs that are coming out on my next CD. I'm also collaborating with a young man. He's a very talented rapper. His name is Tommy Funds, and I've written and sung some hooks on some of his songs that are coming out on his upcoming CD as well. And that's more hip-hop.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what type of music do you sing?
I sing R&B. I write, I guess, everything, and actually one of the songs that is coming out on my next CD. It's called Hurt Before, and Tommy actually is featured on that as well. So it's an R&B song. It's a little bit upbeat, you know, and there's some rapping on it. I'm trying to bring, you know.
Branching out.
Yes.
Branching out a little bit. Okay, do you sing gospel? Or any other genres?
Jazz. I sing jazz.
And you've been on the East Coast. I know you're from the West Coast.
Yes, I am
Originally, but you're on the East Coast now, performing all over the East Coast?
Pretty much, yeah. Delaware, mostly Delaware.
Where are some of the places you performed?
I've performed at Celebrations on Market Street, yeah, and I performed at Ubon, also in Wilmington, and Galuccio's Italian.
Do you have any upcoming performances?
I do. I have a performance. It's going to be Ubon. It is going to be the 23rd of March.
The Ubon coming up in March. You can see here at Toni Trower, you'll be singing songs from your latest CD.
Yes, yes.
And others.
And I have original songs that I incorporate into my set, and I sing R&B and jazz.
Do you have a band?
Yes, actually, I have a band. I sing with Anaya Jazz.
Anaya Jazz.
Yes.
Delbert Boyer.
Yes, that's him.
Cool, and he's a good friend. He's been on the show a couple of times. And so where can people listen to your CD right now? Are you on? You have internet? You have a website?
Yeah, yes, I have a website on Reverb Nation, and they can also listen to and purchase the CD on Amazon, iTunes. So it's available for digital purchase right now. Yeah.
Okay, and are you on YouTube? You have YouTube videos?
I have some YouTube videos, and I also am on Facebook. And they can go to my website and actually listen to my full music.
What's your
songs.
name on Facebook?
It's Toni Trower.
Toni Trower, the name's up on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Check out, she's doing phenomenal things out there in the musical world, and I just had to get you on and talk about your CD. Now, who inspired you? How long have you been singing, first off?
I have been singing a professional singer since I was 15 years old.
Okay.
I had a single. I was
5 years.
Yes, 5 years ago.
Not long, not long.
No, I haven't been very long in this business.
And where'd you get your inspiration from? What kind of music did you listen to growing up that inspired you to become a singer? Did you always want to be a singer?
I did. I've always loved music, all types of music, opera, jazz, just everything. Everything that I could listen to, I've always loved. But I was inspired by, I loved Prince, I loved Michael Jackson, I loved Vanity, who just passed away.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Spice? Oh, no, she was Vanity.
Yeah, she was, Vanity, Vanity 6. Yeah, I loved like R&B and all types of music. I've been inspired. But the thing that mainly inspires me is stories, the stories that are inside the music, like the words that touch you one way or another, and then, with the melody, it's, there's always a song that touches us. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. We are inspired by beautiful songs. They all start with the lyrics.
Yes.
And so you said something about you're into rap now. There was a lot of controversy over the years historically with music anyhow. There's always been a little controversy there about the lyrics and the dress and the dancing and all that, so forth and so on. And here lately in our generation is the rap stuff and, the negative lyrics. I know you're getting in there to clean it up a little bit.
I am, and some of the people that I am working with are interested in adjusting their image, and coming over to something that's just more for everyone to hear. You don't have to bleep this out and bleep that out, and I'm just branching out. If they like my singing, if they like the hooks or the lyrics that I'm writing, I'm gonna do it. I'm open to, but I do want to work with pretty not bad language, and
Oh yeah, well,
I want the message to be positive,
Right, and not negative. And words are very, very, very powerful.
They are.
We all know as a writer, I'm sure you understand the impact that these words have on all of us
Yes.
as society. That, you know, we're trying to get rid of the N word, the B word,
Yes.
and the H's and all of that negative types and titles that we place on people, unwarranted negativity, and our kids are like sponges, you know,
They
they
are.
soak up all of this everything they hear and see, and I don't want my kid running around it, you know, and so it'd be nice if we can get it cleaned up. It's good that you're getting into it and
Yes.
branching out
Right.
in all areas with your creativity. Did anybody else in your family sing?
Actually, no.
You're the only singer
I think so.
in the family.
Yes.
Good for you, paving the road. You have children?
Yes.
Do they don't perform?
Well, my daughter sings. They're all very creative artists, like drawing, and they're all very creative. And but they sing, but they don't sing like professionally.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm trying.
Working on
trying.
it.
I am. I'm working on it.
Yeah, I know that's right. Well, that's good. You know, maybe we'll get to play your song at the break.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I
That'd be
keep talking
wonderful.
to you, maybe we can get the mic in your hand and you'll belt it out for us. Otherwise, we have to, you know, see if we can't get it. Here it is, right here, ladies and gentlemen. Toni Trower. And the name of her CD is You Got Me. It's a beautiful song. I heard it, and we just wanted to get you on it and share with us, our viewing audience. And next time we get Delbert in here with you with the
Oh, yeah.
band.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
that'd be great.
But I believe we're up on a break right about now, so we'll go ahead and take a quick break. We come back, we're going to talk to our next guest and see if we can't listen to this tune, this fabulous tune going out. All right? All right, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You listen to the Urban Compass with Linwood Jackson. I'm joined by three phenomenal ladies in performing arts and the gentleman who opened the show for us, Mr. Harry Old School Jackson. Down on the end, we're going to be sharing this beautiful musical knowledge with you guys. I want to get right to my first guest, Tracey A, and she brought her friends with her this time. Tracy, how you doing, Tracy?
How are you, Linwood?
I'm fabulously well. Sitting next to her, we have Miss Char Porter, and next to her, we have Miss Coco. Her first name is Co, and her last name is Co. You just call her Coco. Right, Coco? And she are all great singers. I don't believe you guys are a singing team, though, are you? Just individually?
Individual.
Individual.
But Char and I actually work together regularly.
Okay, regularly, but Tracey A has worked with a lot of people regularly, you know what I mean? And you got projects going on all over the state, Delaware and the tri-state area. What do you got coming up, Tracey?
Well, I have a very fabulous production coming up, and this one is a gospel explosion. And the reason I chose the title Gospel Explosion is because it's going to be like a starburst, a burst of flavors. But the flavor is all gospel. Every aspect of gospel you could think of. The dancing, the singing, the full acting in it, everything. It's going to be a burst of flavor.
A burst of flavor. Now, see, Tracey, the last show that I saw you at was a burst of flavor as well, but it was the Motown burst that you brought to you brought to us. You know what I mean? And why did you decide to go to gospel?
Because my husband, family members, and a lot of my supporters were asking, what are you going to bring next? Are you going to bring the Motown back? We would love to hear you do gospel. And I'm like, wow, I'd love to try it. But I have so many friends that everyone's roots that I've been working with is gospel. So I said, let's try it. Let's go for it. And it's been taking a flight of its own. It's really going off.
Well, that's good for you. I know the Motown review took off as
Sold
well.
out.
Part one, you had to do a part two.
Yep.
You came back with part two, and then I saw the show. The second time you put it on with the young kids. The young kids just blew me away. The Michael Jackson kids, that one kid, I guess he's about 7 years old, remind me of old school. He was dancing all over the place.
Yeah.
I think he did a somersault, a flip, and the next thing I know, he threw his hat out there and did a Michael Jackson. I said, whoa, how'd that happen? So are they going to be in the Gospel Explosion?
Yes, they are. They're
right.
in the part of the Kirk Franklin, and the squad. I have to incorporate the children because that just happened to go off so great. And they're like, when are we gonna get to do it again? So I've been keeping them busy, and they just got a call. I just got a call for them again to perform on Ann Latree's show this August. The boys are loving it, and the Sister Act part. So I have my daughter coming in on it too. Both my daughters, actually, my nieces. You don't want to miss this.
Your
You
niece
don't
is
wanna
here?
miss it. She's not here.
Okay, you
but
pointing
that's her
down.
mom. That's my sister.
Oh,
Coco.
okay. Coco's your sister, and her daughter is performing in
daughter's
the show.
performing.
Coco's not performing in the show.
Coco's
Okay,
performing.
okay, all right. We're gonna get to Coco next. But when is the show,
The
Tracy?
show is Good Friday, March 25th.
And that's at the Wilmington Drama League.
A fabulous place. the
You can get your
Wilmington
tickets.
Drama League.
You got the name and information's on the screen there. I hope we got the correct number, but the phone number there. And call Tracy A, pick up the tickets. Or I guess you can get them at the Drama League as well.
You can pay at the door,
Pay at the door.
but the tickets have to go through myself, my husband Anthony Alvaron, my sister Coco Thompson, and my manager Javita Robinson.
All right. I'm gonna shoot on down to Char Porter.
Hello.
How are you, Char?
I'm well, thank you.
Fabulously well. I see you went back to purple.
I
Now, Char, ladies and gentlemen, Char, I gotta get it out there. She's
I
part
know
of
he
the
was gonna
Purple
say
Froze,
Purple Afro.
the Purple Afro singing group. You know, Char keeps it interesting, man. You twist it all the time,
I can't help it. As long as it's about music, I'm good. If
I
we
know
can
that's
put some
right.
music in it, somebody need me to sing something, what you need me to do?
well, you know,
Okay.
not only do you do music, I know your company is Special Events and Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Is your company? Tell us about your company.
I started Charlie Blue, 2 I's, 2 U's. I started Charlie Blue because I was separating from another company, and I started to do my own promotions and things like that. I've done a couple shows at the World Cafe already, and I'm actually talking to World Cafe right now about doing a soul concert series, so that should be coming to you sometime this summer. That's gonna be real fun, doing 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's gonna be fun.
All right, it sounds like fun. You guys, but now tell us about your entertainment company. What kind of services do you offer?
I do promotions, of course, graphics like I always do. That's just
Well, we don't
something
know.
I
You
can't
got
get away from. I can't get away from the graphics.
You're
okay?
talking to them now,
I'm doing-
Char. You
I
know.
can do your graphics. I can be your event planner, event coordinator. I can find you. You want some live entertainment? You can come to me. I got you. I can
Do you do
find
weddings?
Somebody for you. Weddings, birthday parties, anniversaries. One of the things that I will add in there is really not about the music, but one of the things that I will add in that I'm going to be setting up, talking to a couple chefs already about doing like intimate dining. So say for instance you have an anniversary or something and you want to do something really special, you actually have your own personal chef come to your house, set up the tables, you got servers and everything right there at home. So you don't really have to go anywhere to have that intimate dining experience. Everything's right there. You get catered to right in your own home. So that's something I'm really,
Sounds like fun.
that's
Sounds
gonna
like
be fun,
fun.
too.
Charlie Blue, IIW.
Yep.
You like the colors, don't you?
I do like colors.
Purple
I'm
afro,
not afraid of color.
Charlie Blue.
The world is made up of colors. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go, you see color. So I just embrace it.
You just
I
name
love
your
color.
companies after colors and your music. You just surround yourself with it. I guess I'm gonna be Linwood Gold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my nuts over there. I
I'ma
want to
give
be
you some
gold,
gold.
all right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's good. We did want to talk about your entertainment company. I know
Thank
you had
you,
the
I appreciate
website
that.
out there, Charlie Blue. You can get on their website and find out all the things that's going on. If you have an entertainment entertainment coordinator, if you in need, you're getting married, you want to do a function or such, Charlie Blue.
CharlieBlue.com.
Uh-huh.
CharlieBluu. The blue really is about change. If you look up the meaning of blue, you'll see it's really about change and doing new things and growing and being
I
in
got you.
a
I like
different
blue,
place
too.
in life. So
I like
when
blue too.
I
My
came
logo
up with
is
it,
blue.
I was trying to get to a different place.
I'm wearing blue today.
Yes.
I got the Urban Compass of the
Me
blue.
too, shades of blue.
My logo is blue, and I know your site.
Yeah.
You have blue on your site too. I checked out your site. It was a pretty good one, and you do web design
Yes,
as
I do.
well.
Yes.
All right, you're all over the place. You're doing a lot of great things, and that's why we wanted to have you on the show today. And I know you're. Are you performing with Tracey A's
I am
Gospel
performing.
Explosion?
I'm in the Gospel Explosion as well. The Motown show was phenomenal.
Who are you in the Motown?
I was Martha Reeves.
Martha Reeves. Martha Reeves.
Martha Reeves.
Hey, look,
Anyway,
watch out,
well,
y'all. I do have a mic hooked up, ready to go. And
I was
old school already warmed it up already for y'all. So watch out. All right, I want to shoot down and talk to the lady next to you, Coco.
Yes.
And this is the first time I'm meeting you. Tell us what it is that you do. Oh, you know what? That's right. I met you at the Motown Review. You the one hooked me up backstage with the tickets while
That's
Tracey
what I
A
do.
was running all over the place. You like an assistant.
That's what I do. Whatever my little sister need me to do, I'm there for.
I know that's right. That's right.
It doesn't matter. And I was her background singer.
Who? For Martha Reeves?
Yeah, her background music supporter.
So
Yeah,
you're a
I
singer
love
as
Martha.
well. So singing's in your family,
Yes.
pretty much.
Pretty much.
How many sisters do you have?
It's just the two of us.
Oh, okay, well, okay, and your children sing. You just, I understand your son is going to be
I'm the one with the daughter who's going to
the
be
daughter
in it,
who's going to
and
be
a
in it.
son, as long as he's able.
Okay.
But, they're not like Tracy's kids. Tracy kids are definitely performers. They have to deal with that all the time. They look at me and it's all about mommy getting on me about school. They say I don't push them enough to do their artistic side. So I'm more on the other side, but now I'm kind of embracing it as Tracy kind of pulled me in, because I pushed her into getting out of her own way and start singing. I introduced her to the people in Delaware when she started. And I'm just in awe to see how she's grown.
I was scared.
So I think gospel, this is going to be it, because that was just a vision her husband had and a dream that I had to see come. I'm just waiting. I'm just, whatever she needs, I'm just there to support her.
Special assistant,
Yes,
doing it
in
all.
a real special way.
You know,
Whatever it is.
teamwork. You know, where everybody needs a team. Teams make the dream, and
Yeah.
without it, where would we
No
be?
dream, where will we be?
Is that what you have? Buddy?
That's what it say, dream,
All
dream
right,
big.
now, the dream teamwork make the dream work, and not without a doubt. And so I'm looking forward to watching you guys on stage again at the Wilmington Drama League. You know, I'm very partial to the Drama League.
yes.
Vice President of
Beautiful
Marketing
place.
over there. And so we want to give a shout out to the Wilmington Drama League, do all things theater, put on all kinds of shows and events like the great Gospel Explosion that Tracey A is putting together over there. And what's the date again?
March 25th, Good Friday.
Good Friday, all right. And the tickets are on sale now. From what I understand, you get a special discount if you buy them now.
This weekend only.
This weekend only.
And you buy one, you get the second one half off.
It doesn't get any better than
Does
that.
not get any better than that.
Hey, old school.
sir.
I know you do rock and roll, R&B. You do gospel too, man?
You know, believe it or not, I really don't, but I have a few songs that I'm going to make into a gospel song. Matter of fact, the song I was talking to Tracey A about that I'm going to make into a gospel song is Stand By Me by Benny King. It has a lot to do with the earth,
Excellent
the
choice.
people, and I'm going to do that. And you know, majority of times, all around Delaware County, I do a lot of senior citizen shows. I do Harley Manor Nursing Home. I did a show in Sharon Hill for Pastor Richard Dent and his church, and I got a call the next day from Pastor Clark saying, Harry Jackson, I don't know what you did to these women out here in Sharon Hill, but they want you back. I said, maybe I threw a couple of hits in there, and they kind of like that.
That ladies
I
love
thank
old
the Lord
school.
for the blessing is being not like I'm over the hill, but I'll be 74 if the Lord spare me in June. And just to be as energetic as I am, and all the years in the flesh is riding my bike and playing tennis, and God, number one, keeping me. And I'm the youngest out of 4 brothers. All my brothers passed away. Wow. And my younger age, not to go off track, but I never see my mother and father. My dad was killed in World War II in Okinawa. My mom died when I was less than 1. My grandmother took me over. I weighed 2.5 pounds, and I was born in 7 months. But I'm just inspired with music, and I'm just so blessed to lift people up.
Come on.
And you know, and being, like I said, out all brothers, and I'm still here.
Still here.
Awesome. And
lifting people up.
All right.
can I just say for the audience there about Mr. Old School, if there's anyone watching that has not seen this man perform, it is a treat.
Thank
He
you.
is so energetic.
Thank you.
He has the crowd going, and I seen you do a split or something before?
Well, you know,
I
I go
thought-
down there.
I go down
Yeah,
there.
but
I think he
I
did a
did split
split.
so much, I keep going to the cleaners because I keep ripping my pants.
But he is such a treat to watch. It's you.
You're
if
in
you
awe.
get a chance to actually see him perform
Thank
live,
you.
because I know he can sing. The vocals are really good, and you know he was up here singing with the microphone, but you can't in the
didn't get
little
half of
in
it.
that little square. You can't get all that energy in
Right.
there. You really can't. You can't feel it like you really should. So
I
if you get a
thank
chance
you.
to see him live,
Go
find a
for
way
it.
to do it.
Thank you, sweetheart.
I'll make it happen.
Yeah,
I know
you
that's
will.
right. I'm surprised you wasn't in the Motown Review performance
My
that you
sister
did.
was beating
Just
me up out
asking,
there because she never met him. She was like, "Why didn't you have him in the Motown?" Okay, I'll beg him to be in our next one.
I know to stay in order. I just have to ask, and when I say in order, it makes me think of my pastor, Pastor Ernie Stevens, Clarence Ernie Stevens. I just want to tell you, that's the host of Tracy's Gospel Explosion, and the co-host is Judge Dawn Vaughn. And I'm telling you, both of these people are phenomenal. The pastor himself is just you just got to see him. Because
Well-
he's a writer, he's a performer, everything.
Yeah.
So please don't miss it. Come out and see it. Because
Yes.
Right Away Ministry is
Can I throw one in?
Yeah.
She should have just stayed on me. This production is great. I always wanted to do it, but in doing it, my church is trying to get its own church home. So what I've decided to do is donate a percentage of the earnings to go to our Exodus project, which is going to get us our church home. So this is just the beginning of what I'm doing to help my church home come
into their
come
own.
into
'cause
their
it's
own.
coming.
Well, that's
So it's
good.
definitely
Absolutely,
me.
absolutely. Now, Coco, you do praise dancing?
Yes. And the sad part is I did it for my mom's going home service. Me and my daughter did it together. And the other thing is I do it for myself alone, me and my daughter, and we actually are both doing separate things for the Gospel Explosion.
Oh, really?
So,
A mother-daughter
gotta
praise
come out.
dance team.
Separate.
Too cool. Too cool. How long have you been performing with your daughter?
Well, we just do it for us. We've been doing it alone, and we just came out for my mom's passing. But my daughter's always been a dancer, and myself has just been since I was a young girl, just keeping to myself, kind of like her with her secret music. I kind of do my dancing alone and for me and my husband. You know.
Well, I know your mother must be very, very proud of you guys. I'm sure your mother's seen Tracy perform.
Yes,
I know
not as
Tracy-
much as
Not
she
as
would
much
have
as I
liked
would've.
Yes.
before she left. Yeah.
Right, I know that's right. Well, I know she's proud of you guys, man. You're doing great work out there in the community. Tracy will tell you, we're everywhere, you know what I mean? Y'all everywhere, I ain't nowhere.
Linwood's everywhere.
Linwood's everywhere.
And you support. You really support us,
do.
and we really appreciate all the support you've given us over these many years, and we hope you continue to do so.
Well, you know, we keep giving, y'all keep giving, we keep pushing, you know, we in it together. You know what I mean? We got to help, especially our young folks. And I really appreciate when you're giving back to the kids, you know. But Char, I want to talk about your building web designs, websites. How many sites have you built?
Wow.
I think it'd be a part of the entertainment package that you would have, you know, with your entertainment services, you know, because when you're putting these events together.
Well, a lot of times what happens is if someone needs something done, say for instance, someone wants you to promote something and you say, okay, you have a logo, you have a website. And I came to find out that a lot of musicians and bands in the area did not. So it ended up being where in order for me to promote you or do different things with you, you're going to have these things. So that's pretty much how I started doing it. So it is it's not a formal package, but the package is there because in order to be promoted, you have to be in certain areas, and having an internet presence is not having an internet presence is not optional. You have to, if you want to promote and be relevant in today's times, you have to be online. So I have to make sure any of my clients are there.
All right, now I know because I'm trying to get my website together now. I'm updating it, you know what I mean? I'm having some issues. I might have to come over there and get you to lend me a hand on that, you
That's
know?
not a problem.
How important is protection and protecting a website? Well, I know it's important, but how do you protect a website, you know what I mean, from getting hacked? Is there a way?
It depends on where you're building the website. You have different things in the coding and giving permissions. It's pretty much a lot about permission. Now, if you build a website and you say you want to allow comments, do you want to allow comments from anybody? Do you want to make sure they get screened first? Do you want to have it where the person would have to join your site in order to comment or to post anything? It's really mostly security is about permissions.
Okay, so if you don't give permission to somebody to get into your site, they don't have no business in there, but they can get hacked anyhow. You know,
Right,
like
there's no way.
For example, you have these government websites out there, and they get hacked. Like the government.
That's what I'm saying. That's a whole nother level.
Okay.
That's a whole
Okay, you
nother
ain't messing with
level
that,
of
is
cracking, and I'm not hacking. Okay,
Yeah.
so
I love my Char. Oh my God.
so that's a whole nother level. Now, when you're building websites and you put this in place, you put that in place, you put password protection, you do this, you do that, and you get permissions or no permissions. You want to make users or no users, just viewers. But even at that, you can do everything. As if somebody want to hack you real bad, they gonna be able to do it. But you have to have somebody in the maintenance side of things to keep an eye out, or have alerts when you see some crazy activity. You gotta just get on it real fast and change up some stuff, change up a password or something here and there, or there are things where you can just have randomly encrypted passwords that you have a new password every time you go in. There's a way to encrypt that way as well. So that way it's even harder for somebody to hack you.
And so if somebody looking for some web design services, they can get on your website at Charlie Blue and contact you for those services as well.
Absolutely.
That's IIW.
Charlie Blue.
It's right up on the screen. You scared me with that finger, didn't you? What's up with that finger there?
Finger comes out when you sing.
I'm
too.
sorry.
And Char, with that, what you just shared with us, does that apply to like the social media pages as well, the
Yes.
Facebooks, the Twitter passwords and stuff? You recommend that we change them all the time, I
I
suppose?
would recommend changing a password at least once a month.
Once a month.
At least once a month, because if you're always changing it, say for instance somebody just hacked you and you need to change your password. What's to keep them from figuring out that one? If they figured out the last one, what's to keep them from figuring this
And
one
they
out?
have been hacking a lot of
And if
people's
you
pages.
keep constantly having the same password, if they say, "Oh, this guy, he got that password on his Facebook," let's see if we can get that. He probably got the same one for Google.
And all the
You
rest
probably
of
got the same one for Skype, so they can get in all of your stuff. Because as creatures of habit, we always say, "Well, I'm gonna keep my password. It's about the same, so I can't forget it." I do it.
Oh, wow.
So
So
but
how do you
have to
remember
change-
all these passwords? You changing them every month? Like you get what? I got 18 sites.
Right.
18, you know, and I'm supposed to change all of them
At least
every month.
quarterly.
And so my question
I
is,
would
and
say-
I agree with
I
you.
would say
I
every month.
understand what
Even
you're
if
saying.
you're going to have the same exact password for everything, change that sucker at least once.
Okay, I got you. So my question is there a trick to remembering them? How do you remember all of
Oh
these
my
passwords?
God.
Tough
I
question,
would-
huh?
that's-
You telling us to
it's-
switch them up?
I'm telling you to switch them up. And switching could be anything from
Underscore
just
to a star.
adding an exclamation point on the back end of it. Next month, change the exclamation point over to the front end. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be something real difficult. Just put an @ sign in there somewhere.
I got you.
Keep
I
it the
thought
same.
there was like an app out there that helped people
There
remember
is,
their.
there is,
you know,
but
the
if
websites
you
and-
have for me personally, I wouldn't do that only because
What if they get hacked?
what,
Now all
what
your
if
stuff
that
is
gets hacked? Now you done told me your password, and you know what my password is because you told me what
Same
it was.
thing with your phone. A lot of people
Right.
store all their passwords in the phone. They lose the phone, somebody get it, and then there's all your stuff out there.
Yeah.
I tell you, old school didn't have that problem back in the day, did we?
No,
old
we
school?
didn't.
I bet you did.
Old school said, you wrote everything down on little notes
That's
of paper,
right.
and it
That's
worked
right.
fine, didn't it?
She's on the rock.
You know,
Yep.
and typed it up. What do you think about social media, my old school?
Oh, he told us
It's the new fad today, you know what I mean? It come a long way than, like, what you know, from where I come from, you know. Like, back in the day, there was cassettes and the big 45 records. I even brought my little small 45 with me, you know what I mean, from the recordings. But everything has changed. It's a new era today. And all technology today is 100% different than when I was coming up. A lot of things we didn't have. Like you said, we had to note it down by pen or paper. And now it's like, when they ask you a question, are you smarter than a 5-year-old? Nope.
I'm not.
I learned so much from young folks. You know, we learn from everybody, young and
Smartphones
old.
Yes.
better than
Not
us.
smarter
They
than
But you never
generator.
forget. You keep your
if
feet
you
up
can't
there.
figure out a device, you better ask one of them
That's
kids.
right.
Kids.
That's
You know, and my grandmother, man, you know, she lived to be 105 years old.
That's who raised me.
God
My grandmother
bless
lived
her
to be
soul.
99.
You know, and thank God for longevity. You know, some of us, sometimes life is long, sometimes life is short.
Yes.
And you over 70 still performing out there.
Yes.
My grandmother danced all the way up until she was 100. Y'all know I don't sing like you guys do.
But
You
you
know what I mean? But I
dance.
can dance a
Yeah.
little bit. You know what I mean? And so I took and I think I got that from her. And I'm
Yes.
the only one in the family dancing. So
Yes.
I understand the part about the only one in the family singing. So you know, she, you know, going into these senior centers and performing for these,
love
you know, and it's never too late to learn a new trick. You
Yes.
know, you're never too old to do anything.
Yes.
You want to do something, you can get out there and do
Yes.
it. You know, and watching you guys do it just inspires
Yes.
people. Like you said, they want you back.
Yes.
They want you to keep coming back. They kind of, oh man, I didn't know you can do that at
Yes.
70.
Yeah.
Let me get up there. If he can do what he's doing at 70, then I can do what I'm doing
You're
at
right.
60.
Yeah.
You know, why they can't get up out there
Right.
and just do a little something. So inspiring people to get up and move, and everybody can't sing.
Right.
Or maybe we can dance, or we can write, or we
Yes.
can whatever it is that you want to do in this day and lifetime, you can do it. You
And
can
that's
get
why
on
I
the
love to
internet.
do the senior citizen centers. Not being conceited, but they love me to death. I'll get them up out of wheelchairs. If they don't get any further than this, I'll stand right there and walk with them. I'll hug them. I'll walk them back to their chair, and I'll tell them take one hop, and they right at the table. And my oldest dance partner at the Central Towers, from where I live in Nova Vista, around the corner, my oldest dance partner is 96.
Wow.
You let me hear
wow.
hit Mustang Sally and James Brown. She's the first one out of all the seniors that would jump up out of her chair and start dancing with me. And that's my dance partner, 96
That's
years
awesome.
old.
I know that's
And
right.
they love me, and it just builds me up. Every center, and my buddy Tony that hired me to do the center said, Harry Jackson, I'm gonna make sure you do every senior citizen center in Delaware County. They love you to death.
That's
I just finished 2 weeks ago at Harley Manor Nursing Home. And they just went off. So they booked me 2 more bookings, one in May and one in July.
Awesome.
And now, ladies and
That's
gentlemen, coming to a senior citizen center near you,
Senior
Harry
Old
School
School
Jack.
Jackson.
Hey, I'm your man. You need an announcer. I got
Yeah,
you back.
got
I
you.
got you back.
I
Old
got
school.
you.
All right, man. And
I
watch
love
out, though, because you'll have out the wheelchairs and dancing in no
Yes.
time.
And
And
yes.
on that note, you know, I dance a lot, you know, pretty much. And I know a lot of handy or mentally disabled
Yes.
people
Yes.
or you
Yes.
know, handicapped people.
Yes,
And
that's what I was saying for, yes.
I know a couple people in wheelchairs.
Yes.
And I tell you what, some of those ladies out there on the dance floor, they're dancing with these guys, and my man got up out the chair one day. And it scared the heck. I said, "Oh no, my
I
man!
know what you're saying.
I know that dancing is powerful.
Yes.
You know what I mean. But I
Yeah.
didn't think it was that powerful. But like you said, he stood up, made a couple moves,
Yes.
and I was starting to worry. But then he sat back down. Paul
See?
know who I'm talking about. Shout out to my man Paul, because he's out there every week getting it in.
Brother Paul,
He has a disability, but you can't let your disabilities hold you back. And that's the part that I like about it. You know, about life and living in general. I like living. I know you guys do too. But it's about moving. and getting out and doing things
Thank you.
and enjoying this life
Thank
while
you.
we have it right here, right now. And if
Absolutely.
there's anything out there that you want to do, you can get on the internet. I YouTube a lot of stuff. I YouTube everything I want to learn about. I learned about broadcasting, and I guess that's why I'm not that good. But at least we up here. At least we up here, but really you can learn on YouTube videos that teach you pretty much everything, playing music, writing. Tracy, do you write songs? I know you sing a lot of them.
No, what I do is I'll be in the bathroom, in the shower, and I'll be singing, and I'll come out, and my husband be like, oh my God, whose song is that? I said, it's mine. He said, oh, we got to put that down, honey. I don't remember what I just said.
That's why you got to write it down.
You got to
Get a
start
tape and
recording
sing
me.
it. Yeah.
So
That is
Char's
hard.
gonna write me, give me her notebook, and Toni, the lady you had on before, she's also gonna help me out. So I'm gonna be all right.
We're gonna share. We're
Yes.
gonna share.
I just gotta get in the studio.
We're gonna share. 'Cause
Yes.
I was
I don't
telling,
know what
I
I was
was
waiting
telling
for.
her, I was telling her it doesn't. When you're doing songwriting, it doesn't have to be, okay. I'm sitting down and I'm writing a song right now. It's like you're riding along
That's me.
on the highway sometimes,
comes.
and something pops in your head, and I just hit the little record thing on my phone, and I'll say the line. It's like one line here, one line there. It might take you a whole year to get every line that goes into a show into one song, but it's not something that I know people have sessions. They say we're writing a song today, but for most people that are just natural writers, stuff comes to your mind anytime. You wake up in the
Anytime during the
morning,
day.
you can't
Yep.
you can't find your glasses. I'm trying to find a pen because something just popped in your head in the middle of the night. It's this.
Correct.
It's,
I wrote a song called
happens
Hotter Than Fire, and I
anytime.
don't have the music for it.
That's
And
all
I
right.
thought every word up, and all I need is a hot James Brown beat, and I got the words to it.
Well, you
Have
know
not
Brian
yet.
Parr.
Huh?
You know Brian Parr.
That's who
Yeah.
inspires me.
Master.
It's Brian Parr.
Is he still here?
Yes, he
I'm
is.
still
right
here.
And he says,
Come on in.
I'm
Brian
Parr
going,
gonna be
come on, Brian.
mine.
He says, I'm going to get a beat for you, Brother Harry, for that song. And the title is Hotter Than Fire.
All
And
right.
Brian's going to find that beat for me.
nice.
And it's hotter than James Brown.
Now, I know Brian, he's standing right over there. I don't think you want to come in the camera, but he got a show coming up right now. You want to tell us about his show he got coming up? You know about it?
He
Old
just,
school.
Not really, because he just gave me a little briefing about this coming up. He didn't give me all
Well, I
the
know it's the
details.
Mardi Gras show. It's going to be
Yes.
at the Delaware Tech Community College,
That's
I
what he
believe it
said,
is.
yes.
And you guys need to go on out there and check that out. Actually, it'll be over by the time this show airs, now that I'm thinking about it. But Brian Parr's out there all over the place. I tried to get him on musically to perform with Old School, and maybe we can get Tracy A up there, but we're running a little low on time right now today. So I'm going to have to ask you guys to come back
Can
on.
I come back?
You
Yes.
can come back.
Come
Tracy,
on.
how many times you been on the show now? You always welcome,
My
you know.
third. I want to come back.
You got too many things going on. We got to let the public know what's going on.
What they need to look out for is I'm gonna snatch Brian Parr up. He's gonna be with me.
There
We're
you
gonna do
go.
a really big production.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make this happen. Old School, you down too?
Sweetheart, please, I beg you to snatch me up.
I know that's right.
I don't worry about
Snatch
Sean.
me
Used to.
I'm not in the
I
group
wouldn't.
anymore. You know, I was with Full Effect Band from Delaware, but they sort of like just forgot all about me, you know. No practices, never come to get me to practice. But I don't let that bother
Old
me because
school
I
is
know the
not
Lord
that.
give me enough ability to Harry do it yourself. Brian Parr has inspired me many, many, many times, taking me to places. Him and I just rode to Florida one day. He said, Brother Harry, I'm going to take you with me. We went to every part of Florida and performed. and every show he does, mostly, he takes me with him. So he can let me know what it's like for the younger generation to see a younger man, an older man, to put out there what you could be when you reach my age. So he's been a big inspiration to me,
Yeah.
Brian
All
Parr,
right,
yes.
all right.
Awesome.
Well,
He got me here.
Yeah, I know that's right. That's right. And I've been trying to get you on here for a long time, but you're
Well, now I'm
moving
not with
so
the
much.
band
I didn't know
anymore,
you
so I'm
was
just-
all up in Florida, man.
Yes, every place in Florida, Brian took me by car.
How many bands have you performed with?
Oh my God! When I
Okay,
was
you
a
can
young
stop
man,
right there,
Kings
and then I
5,
know what you mean.
United 4, a lot of bands.
Lot of
Not
bands.
a lot of bands. My own band back in the day, the Kings 5, the United 4, the Ecuadors, Harry and the Teams. Yes. And then I went to Harlem, 126th Street, Lenox Avenue. I was called up there when I was 21 to record a record with a group called the Millionaires, and we made the record. The record was called I Thought About You. And then Philadelphia, Little Sammy and the Tone, 17th and Jackson, I recorded a record with them. That's when I was 21, 22, 23. And then I've been doing it on my own, other than the bands I've been with, and I can't stop.
And we don't want you
need
to.
to want you to stop.
We don't want you to. Coco, we come down to the wire. You gotta give us your Facebook information and how can people locate you, because you're Tracey A's assistant, and we want to know what's going on.
Okay, I'm Coco Spivey Thompson on Facebook. That's how you find me, Coco Spivey Thompson.
And if we need any praise dancing,
Yeah, you can call me, and if I don't, I know some fabulous dancers all over.
I know that's right.
Beautiful young girls.
Char Porter.
Charlene Porter. It's the Charlene. I didn't change it on Facebook. I'm sorry. Char Porter is charlieblue.com. 2 I's, 2 U's, CharliiBluu.com. And Charlie Blue is also my Facebook name too. So I got me.
Char,
And then I
you
got
didn't say
Charlie
it right.
Blue.
You're supposed to say double I, double U.
But I always say
Anyway,
2
it's
I's,
up on
2
the
U's.
screen. It's up on the
2
screen.
I's, 2 U's.
Contact Char Porter if you want to get web design done, any special events you got coming up. She's the lady for you. Tracey A. Everybody know Tracey A and friends.
I hope so. You can reach me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, Tracey A01. Yes, Tracey A01 Instagram, and Tracy Albaron on Facebook. And a shout out to my husband, Anthony Albaron, and a shout out to my manager, Javita Robinson.
Looking forward to seeing you over at the Wilmington Drama League. And y'all know I'm Linwood Jackson Radio Show on WFAI 1510 every Sunday, 2 to 3. And they're doing the Urban Compass right here, 4 to 5 every Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say hello. Let's have a bite. Let's take long walks. Then say goodnight. And when that's done, at the end of the day, I will know who you are. I will know who you are. You got me. You got me. You got me under your spell. You got me. You got me. You got me under your spell. At the end of the day. At the end of the